So the next thing that you're going to want to learn is that you're going to want to learn how to make sounds out of the didgeridoo. Okay, because after you get your sweet spot, even if you're not circular breathing, it's very, very easy that you learn how to make the sounds. The didgeridoo is nothing more than an extension of your body. Okay, so that means that when you have your whole throat here that goes down and you have your vocal cords, that's what's really vibrating. And when you're vibrating the didgeridoo, it's like an amplifier. So when you start to do sounds, all that you're doing is you're using your voice. Okay, that's just part of it, just the very beginning parts of using sounds. Later on in the tapes, I'll go ahead and in the classes, I'll teach you how to do more advanced sounds with the different airspace in between in your cheeks and in between your throat and that kind of stuff. But right now, let's just try to make sounds, okay? So one thing that you got to do is you can't be shy with this, okay? You got to make sure that you go ahead and you use and express yourself. This is one powerful tool. So if you're expressing yourself in the didgeridoo, you're just getting all of that energy out. It's very good for pent-up energy, okay? So what you do is that you have the sweet spot. Your lips are relaxed. You have the sweet spot. And then you just start to make some sound in there. You might just want to go. That's how you make a nice loud sound. Now, the other thing that you want to try to do is you want to work with the different types of your vocal cords. So if you do, or you can go, or you can use your tongue. Okay, so you can get the point. With the didgeridoo, you can make as many sounds as you want. Let your imagination go wild. You know, you're just a child at this, and that's how the didgeridoo is. Children go around, do all kinds of crazy stuff like that. Well, in the didgeridoo, we go back to children land. And what we're doing is we're just making as many different sounds that we can. Eventually you can start to speak inside of it, but that's a little bit later. And I'll get into other parts of the classes where we're going to talk about rhythm. Okay, rhythm is one of the harder parts, but first I just want you to get the basics. Okay, so we're making sounds in the didgeridoo. Now I want to talk a little bit about the sounds. Okay, this is something that is absolutely amazing. Okay, the sounds of the didgeridoo are an extension of you, and what happens is that as you're blowing out of the didgeridoo, your energy is blowing out, and this is why you can use it for healing. And as you're breathing, you're generating a tremendous amount of electromagnetic energy in your body. Okay, this electromagnetic energy that you're generating, you can use for lucid dreaming, but you can also use it for healing yourself and for extending it out to other people. Okay, so that's why sound healing is very powerful with the didgeridoo, because you're not only healing people with the sound as it vibrates into their body, but you're also generating electromagnetic energy through the process of circular breathing, which allows you the opportunity through your mind, like Reiki, to extend that energy into them. And when you get really good at this, it's a tool that you can actually send the energy out into the other person. And using the power of love, you have an amazing healing tool. Okay, so this goes really beyond what you could possibly imagine, and it's absolutely amazing. So, what I'm talking about are not just normal sounds. What I'm talking about are called overtones. Okay, so I want to give you a little session here, just so that you can see the difference between a normal sound and an overtone. Well, actually, you're going to hear it because there's not much to see. But take a look at this, okay? A normal sound. So that's a normal sound. Now if you want to do an overtone, you have to vibrate your vocal cords to the right tone of your didgeridoo. It'll be different for every didgeridoo. Now each didgeridoo has a bass note. This particular one is in the note of C. So if I vibrate my vocal cords at any part of C, low C, high C, it's going to vibrate with the didgeridoo, and it's going to create what's known as overtones. Okay, now these overtones are what's very, very powerful for healing. Okay, so again, the normal sound, and now with the overtones. Let's try that again. It didn't quite sound the way that I wanted it to. Let's try one more time. Okay, the normal sound. And now with the overtones. If you notice how when you do the overtones, it's two separate tones that are competing with each other and bouncing back and forth, and it gives it that like. You see at the end there, I got it really good. Now let me show you what it's like to do a lower overtone, okay? Normal sound. And now, lower overtone. So you see how it's doing the two tones together, and you have that da-da-da-da-da in between? That's extremely powerful for healing. What you'll notice is that you can circular breathe, you can shoot out overtones, and that will go into the body. You can use it for healing. This works really good with massage.